And welcome to another edition of All About the Cars of Gran Turismo 7. In this video, we're going to learn all about the 1970 Mazda RX500. And I do want to note that this car can only be purchased from the Hagerty Legendary dealership. We're going to click on this, and here's all the statistics about the car. It comes stock with 473.22 performance points. The drivetrain is MR, meaning that the engine is mounted in the midship of the car, so not quite rear mounted, and the R means that the rear wheels drive the car. The maximum power is 247 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. The weight is a relatively light, well, pretty light really, 1,874 pounds, and the engine is naturally aspirated. You'll need 600,000 credits to purchase this legendary vehicle, and the only color it comes in is silver. I click on Learn More and see what McKeel has to say. The Mazda RX500 is a supercar that is nothing short of mythical. It was built in 1970 for the 50th anniversary of Toyo Kogyo, known as Mazda today, and displayed at the Tokyo Motor Show. This RX500 was conceived as a successor to the famed Cosmo Sport of the 1960s. Unlike the Cosmo Sport, however, its rotary engine was not mounted in front but positioned rear midship. And this rotary engine was a high RPM type that would rev up to 14,000 RPM. With 247 horsepower and weighing only 1,874 pounds, the RX500 was an extremely fast car. Only one RX500 was ever built as a concept model, and in 2008 it was restored by Mazda to its original glory. Alright, it's everything we can learn about this car from the legendary dealership. So we're going to back out to the main menu and go to the garage. And ignore my GTO twin turbo here. We'll go to change car, and we're going to scroll down to Mazda. And here's the RX500 right here. I'll click on it and we can listen to the startup sound. Alright, now we're going to go to the car collection. Go down to the RX500 and read the short description that Gran Turismo has written about the car. This ultra-exotic concept featured a rotary engine and cutting-edge technology. Created to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Toyo Kogyo, or Mazda, the RX500 concept car was introduced to the world in 1970. It featured the company's revolutionary rotary engine, which made its debut in the Cosmo Sport 3 years prior, and an unforgettable bullet-shaped body that focused on aerodynamics. The designers of the car experimented with several different versions of the RX500, including a coupe with a beautiful rear section and a race car with a rear wing, but opted to go for the car you see here because of its superior CD, or drag coefficient, value of 0.31. In terms of styling, the car was truly before its time. For example, its upswing doors were introduced before those of the Lamborghini Countach. The power plant, mounted amidships in a steel tube space frame, was a 10A rotary engine built for the company's Spa 24 Hours race car and produced more than 246.5 horsepower. It came mated to a 4-speed manual gearbox from the RX-87 loose rotary coupe. Top speed was expected to exceed 155.3 miles per hour, and the brake system featured 4-piston calipers and 4-wheel ventilated discs, which represented cutting-edge technology for that time, as only a very few racing cars boasted a similar setup. Excuse me. Alright, that's everything we can learn from the garage. And really, that's everything we can learn about the car from the game, but we're going to go to the tuning shop now, see what you can do to this vehicle. And I have already upgraded this vehicle. As you can see, the performance points are up to 686.05 on my car. You can do a lot to this. There are a few things you cannot do, which is bore up, high lift camshaft, and high compression pistons. And you also cannot put a supercharger on it, but you can put low, medium, or high RPM turbochargers on it. Under racing, you cannot do stroke up, And you also cannot do the weight reduction stage 4, but as I've mentioned previously in other videos, that is reserved for a very few specific cars in this game. And that is pretty much it about the RX500. So I hope this video helped you to determine whether or not you'd like to add it to your collection. And stay tuned for more videos highlighting vehicles on Gran Turismo 7. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.